this week I was asked a question about how often is too often to post on social media about your lead magnet. So in this AMA video, I'm going to explain to you what a lead magnet is, just in case you haven't heard of that terminology before and don't know what one is. And then I'm going to talk about how and when you share that onto your social media to market and get that lead magnet out there to the world. So what is a lead magnet then? So the lead magnet is something at the bottom of your structure within your business that allows your clients, your customers, to get to know, like, and trust you. It's the beginning of their customer journey with you. And people can create things like ebooks or video series things, or little offers like competitions or kind of campaign things where you get somebody to do something every day, those sorts of things. It's a small thing at the bottom of your structure that allows people to get into your services. So then after that lead magnet, they then follow their customer journey with you. If you want more information about lead magnets and you want more help in terms of choosing what might be right for your business from a strategic point of view and look at some of the different options, then I highly recommend you buy a copy of the Build It Brilliant Blueprint book, my book that I wrote. I go into a lot more detail about lead magnets and helping you to choose the right one for your business in the book. So you've created a wonderful lead magnet, and now it's a case of I need to now tell the world about that particular lead magnet. So a lot of people that I speak to are just like the person that emailed me this week saying, they don't want to overwhelm, bombard, bore their audience. So if they're talking a lot about it on their social media, they kind of feel like they're overdoing it. And what's the kind of balance, if you like, in terms of my perspective? The first element to this is the realization that only about 5% of your audience actually see a post. So in my experience, I've posted about an event or about a lead magnet loads and loads of times on all my different social media platforms. And there's still some people that say, oh, I didn't hear about it. I've never read it. I've never seen it. So you will actually need to be posting about it more often than probably what you think you would need to, just because if only 5% see it, then you're not bombarding people. You feel like you're talking about it all the time, but not everybody's seeing that all the time. The other consideration is your strategy in terms of your social media. So if you as a business post 3 times a week, then at least one of those should be about your lead magnet. If you're a business that posts 7 times a week, then 2 or 3 of those should be about your lead magnet. The other thing to consider is social media is only one part of your marketing strategy. So how else are you going to get out into the world and share your wonderful lead magnet with the people that need it? So you might do more things like PR things or interviews, podcasts, all these kinds of different options in terms of marketing strategy and getting that out there. So social media is only one element of that. So how do we break it down? I think if you are posting the same image, the same text about that lead magnet, it can get really boring really quickly. Remember that social media is social. You want people to engage with you, to chat with you, and kind of get involved. So don't just keep posting the same post over and over and over again, because even though people haven't seen it, it just gets a bit dull and a bit boring. So what you want to do is think about the lead magnet that you have created and break it down into one element for one post. So you might take each of the benefits of that lead magnet and talk about one benefit and link to the lead magnet. And then in another post, talk about another benefit and link to the lead magnet, and so on. And intermingle that with different things. So you might want to talk about a particular feature of that lead magnet you've created, why it's different from other things on the market, why you felt compelled to to create that particular lead magnet for them. You might want to get some testimonials from people and put a little bit of feedback in a post and then link to the lead magnet, and mix those up over time so it doesn't get dull and boring. The other thing you can do with lead magnets is you can do some behind the scenes of creating it before you launch the lead magnet, to get people interested in what's to come, and sort of the mystery of what you're doing and what might be coming in the future. You could do that as well. So it is a per business decision in terms of your marketing strategy, your social media plan, and looking at those and saying, you know, where do I fit this in? But I think in my experience, I'm constantly telling people to talk about it more, because they think that everybody, a higher percentage of people are seeing their posts than actually are. So don't worry too much about boring them and about over talking about it. I think it's more important to reach the people that need that support and tell them about the awesome content or awesome things that you've got that can really help them. But just make it interesting and keep people engaged with it along the way. That's it for this week and this AMA. I hope you found that helpful, and I will see you next week for the next AMA.